Hello, hello. Welcome to Shading Why. I'm Marilyn, and today we have a Goodwill Bluebox from New Jersey. This is the box that came from New Jersey that they replaced. The box that had been opened, and it was a pound and a half short. What happened was I recorded this box, and the first 30 minutes I recorded, and then my father-in-law called, and it dumped me off the recording, and something happened to the video that it corrupted, and I wasn't able to save that video. So what I have to do is I have to go through this bag and go through the remaining video and see what we missed. Okay, and I don't have time to do that today to get it uploaded. So some days we have that. Let me introduce myself. Hello. My name is Marilyn. My husband's name is Barry, and we are Shading Why. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, we are resellers. We sell on multiple platforms and bring everything to you first. This I probably have had a couple of weeks, and I opened it yesterday, opened the box brand new, and opened the bag and started out brand new. And it was an interesting box. There was some really good stuff in it. We had some sterling, some gemstones, and I did an introduction, and then I showed you our giveaway, which I'm going to show you next. And then the video, I went through some of the items and tangles and stuff, and my father-in-law called 28 minutes into the video, and it dumped me off. And I spoke to him, and then I continued recording. And then I got to the testing and earrings, and I was going to finish that today. And then I finished that today, and then I went to edit, and I found that 28 minutes of that video, the very first part, had been corrupted. So I will redo that next week. So be patient with me. Today has been one of those days. I woke up with the neighbor mowing their yard extremely loud, cutting down some trees. I've been having migraine headaches. The medication has been working, but it could not compete with the lawn equipment. So I've had a migraine headache all day. Then I spilled my coffee all over my desk. And then the edit issues. So, sometimes we just have those kind of days. But I'm going to turn it all around. So, all right. Let me tell you about our giveaway. This is the July giveaway, and the July giveaway actually is a little different. Yes, today is August 1st, but our July giveaway is by You Are Lux Jewel. And what happened was I ordered this from You Are Lux Jewel. During that time, I ordered some mystery boxes online. This is a brand new company, and they were just starting up, and they were a little behind, and they didn't make it in time for my video, and I canceled. They did return my money really quickly once I asked, and they were nice enough to go ahead and send me a box. And in the box, this is what it is. And I'm going to give this away to one of our subscribers for our July giveaway. You get a purple scrunchie, You get a gold tone bejeweled necklace of a elephant. You get a jewelry holder with a curb chain, gold tone, and a cubic zirconia. And it's a jewelry holder. And I think one of the best pieces is this gorgeous size 6 adjustable gold tone ring. It is cubic zirconia, gold tone, and a beautiful butterfly and flowers. And for everybody else, there is this 10% off code of URLux10. So I'm going to put this in the description code. And this is our July giveaway. What you have to do is in the comments is just use the word Lux, Lux, in a sentence, and you will be entered in the giveaway. So if you see something that you're interested in of the items that follow, just email to us. Send us a timestamp, a description of what you're looking for, and your mailing address if you haven't already purchased from us before. We do once a week invoices through PayPal on Saturday or Sundays. Please be patient. The U.S. Postal Service seems to be extremely slow right now. Shipping is $6 up to £1 in the United States. Anything outside the United States is based on where you're located and how much it weighs. Depending on which service I use, using the U.S. Postal Service, it is sometimes their tracking system doesn't immediately come up. So be patient. Don't think it's going to show up immediately with PayPal. They are not always exact. If you have a problem, please email me. This is not how every YouTuber does it. I do it differently. I prefer you contact me if there's a problem. I don't want you contacting PayPal and placing a claim against me unless you've contacted me first. I like to handle issues myself, or I like to have the opportunity to handle issues myself before it's elevated to a secondary. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. And before we take the next step. So I believe, let's see, we do Tuesday and Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time videos. We try to do daily shorts, even though I have been lax on that the last couple of weeks. And let me think if there's anything else. Oh, this month, the August promotion is anybody, and this is weekly. This, if you spend $20 per week from our videos or shorts, you will get a $5 credit to use on your next purchase. So there you go. So let's get on with the video. Some type of seeds. These are so cool. Looks like it's all seeds. And then like a little shepherd's hook. That's cute, actually. Love nature made jewelry, but let's just say $3. Uh, that is cool. Can't remember what this bird is called. But it is hand carved. That is a really cool hand carved bird. Stands up on its own. I'm gonna say let's do $10. I actually love this bag so far, or box. This is glass, evil eye. The rondelles. There's a missing rondelle here and here. Actually, it's not missing rondelles. It's like the rhinestones are missing out of them. And then some of them do have a couple of missing, or I saw one missing. So I'm going to say let's just do $4 on that one. But this one's beautiful. It is magnetic. It is small looking. It's not that small. It's a size 7. Very cool the way the beads move. And it's green, red, green. This one might be missing. I'm just going to say, this is very old looking. I'm going to say, even with that one missing, I'm going to say $8 for that. That is quality. All right. What's this? All right. This is kind of cool. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool. It's like a... It says... Sorry about that. My father-in-law called. So, okay, I believe, I might be wrong, but I think this is a Harry Potter, now my mind is completely blank. What is her name? Hermione. My mind is completely blank. Hermione? Piece. I think that's what this is. I'll ask my niece if she's interested, because she loves Harry Potter. But if not, I will offer it for $7. It's a cool little, fun Harry Potter piece. What do we have here? Okay, we have a shepherd's hook, multi-tone, so brass, gold, copper, silver tone, 38-inch, a very Leah Sophia Premier Design, Chico look, but there's no name that I see. So I'm just going to say, let's do $6. This is pretty. We have a silver tone cuff, not magnetic. I see some copper in it, so it's movable, but it is a really pretty a flower cuff. So on this, I'm gonna say let's do $6. We have a green and black closeted. Let's put it over the side to see if we have more coming. We have 2 metal gold tone bracelets. Oh no, here's another one. I'll put these over the side. Oh, here's another one to see if we have more of these so we can lot them up. Here we have a, let me see. This is faux scrimshaw. It is marked on the back. (1/20) 14 karat gold. So gold filled. That's not real Wells tooth, what originally was scrimshaw's made out of. This is faux, but it is definitely carved in, and that's how the bracelet is held together. It's like a bangle. Let's get a size on it. It's a 6 3/4, so let's say $7. That's a nice piece. This one has gold beading on the side, and some of it is missing. Otherwise, it was going to be really a cool piece, but that and some of this is missing, loose too. So that's $1. We have another rosary, and this one has a Virgin Mary. These are acrylic blue beads, and that's just going to be $5. It's not coming out yet. This is definitely vintage. Lobster clasp and a brassy tone with a scroll chain, and then at the bottom you have some ovals and some different textured oval beads. It is 28 inches. I'm going to do just $3. Oh, this is cool. And signed. It's got a shepherd's clasp and copper. And it says a lush I'll spit it out. Jerusalem. Let's see if it's sterling. I have found a lush before, and it is really a nice price point. Generally on a resale value around, let's do that again, $50 to $100, I would say. I'm going to say this is silver plated. But it's a beautiful design. Jerusalem, copper and silver tone. It is 16 inches with a, let's see, 2 3/4 inch drop. So on this one, I'm going to say let's do $25. Love that. Let's go out a little bit so you can see a little bit more of it. I love the flowers and this really cool design. Love that. All right, what is this spring? We're gonna leave that alone for a bit. This is a blue plastic. That's gonna be $1. I think we're getting into some tangles. All right, we have a bracelet that is a silver tone lobster clasp. And then we have some double hearts, a star. Okay, come on. Star, a crown, a flower, another star that says, I think that says Glamour Girl. That's just going to be $1 because there's a little bit of discoloration. We have a pen, just metal. On your mark, get set, read, $1. All right, what's going on? All right, this has some discoloration. All through here. So this is going to be $1. This has some discoloration. This is a Lucky brand, and it has all these beads, but there's some discoloration on the back. So that's just going to be $1. We have a gold cable chain that says on a thumb clasp, this is 1/20th 12 karat gold filled, and it is 18 inches, and let's do $7. Here we have a statement necklace, no signature, lobster clasp, gold tone, faceted, I'm gonna say an ivory color. Let's do $3. All right, what do we have here? Okay, so this is a stretch bracelet that's been stretched out a little bit. However, you can get that to go back together. You just have to keep pushing it together. And this one's stretched out a little more, which will take a little bit more patience. But that's just going to be $1. Now, this one is broke. It is... Let me see if there's any marks on this. It is magnetic. So that broken bracelet, it's just going to be $1. This says something. It says Roman. We have a snake chain. It is a lobster clasp. It is 20 inches, silver tone pendant Roman, and it is a black cabochon. Let's do $6. We have lobster clasp, silver tone, no name, silver tone spacers, and these are acrylic and they're graduated. It is 20 inches with a 3-inch extension. Really pretty red. And let's do $8. I like that one. Now this one is unsigned. This is like Bali style, not magnetic. That's the pendant. And that's the chain. The chain looks a different color. And neither are sterling. So the chain with a shepherd's hook is 26 inches. And I'm going to say, let's do $10. All right, we have a thumb clasp, silver tone, non-graduated. I'm going to say these are plastic dipped beads. They are 24 inches. I'm just going to do $3, vintage. More vintage. These are like a, yeah, definitely plastic. They're 3-sided. They have silver tone peeling spacers. It is 20 or 46 inches. I'm just going to do $3. Let's do $1 on those because they are peeling. Here we have a lobster clasp. It's discoloration on the lobster, around the lobster clasp, I should say. Another vintage really long necklace. These are really cool. These are plastic though, trumpet, I think these are called. And these are like faceted amber color beads. And then they're stationed. And then the next one has round faceted. And then the next one is like a iridescent, and then back to the round, and then starts all over again. This is super long. This is $56 inches. And on this one, I'm gonna do, let's do $6. All right, this is cool. Let's see, I think we're gonna pull some other stuff out first. This is copper, I believe. Yes. That's a really cool copper cuff. They say if you wear copper, it's supposed to do make you feel less pain. That needs to be wiped down. Right now it is a size 6 3/4, and I'm gonna say let's do $8. That's interesting. I don't think that's right. We'll put that down for a minute. All right, this. Let's get this out of the way. This is really cool. This is a barrel clasp, like so. And it's like metal-ish, but hand-painted. And then you've got these beautiful beads. And then these, and they're like glass. I'm gonna put these over the side, and we're going to, these are, look at those. I'm gonna test these. I believe these are all glass, but just in case, they could be an agate. So we will test those all together. Really cool. This is one of those 80s hand-dipped leaves. Generally, they were like 24 karat hand-dipped. So I'm going to say let's do, and it's a pendant. And I'm going to say let's do $6. This says Daddy's Girl. The pendant itself is not magnetic, but it is copper. So it is, let's get you a price. It is a thumb clasp. It is 16 inches. And I'm gonna say let's do $2. This is a barrel clasp, and this is, is this a seed or wood? I'm gonna think these are seeds. They are gorgeous. Look at these. Look at that. This is 20 inches, and I'm gonna say let's just do $6. That is gorgeous. I mean, there's some definitely exotic seeds in here. This one says Macy's, and it was originally $38. And I can't, oh, here it is. And it's Anne Klein. Okay. New on tag. Let's see if there's any thing missing. I think, no, there's open spaces here, what it's supposed to be. It is 18 inches with an extension, or maybe it's 16 inches with a, 16 inches with a 3-inch extension. It was $38, so let's do $10. New tag. Here we have a bolo bracelet. Let's do $6. All right, let's test this one. Even though it's marked 925, I'm kind of in the impression it's not. It's just gonna be mismarked. but it could be. Always should check. I think there's might be a discoloration. I don't know. It is silver plate. It turned blue and disappeared immediately. So I'm gonna say let's just do $5. It is really pretty with these, and it's a gold wash, and it is pretty little rose 3D. Another one of those bracelets. This is tiny. A little gold tone bracelet. It is missing rhinestones, but I'm just going to do $1. Here we have some beads. We will test these. These are pretty. We have a barrel clasp seed bead necklace with, it's called a fetish necklace. We have shells. We have carved shells. Really pretty little dolphins. It is 16 inches, and I'm gonna say let's just do $4. That's pretty. We have a little glass bracelet on a sterling lobster clasp. Let's see the size of it once closed. And we'll test the sterling. We haven't had a lot of sterling, so let's rejoice when we do. And there's our blue right there. Yay! So there you go. Really pretty. This is a size 7, so let's do $10. Oh, look at this one. It's wrapped up a little. Let's untangle. Fancy. Rhinestone beads, and then there's pink on that one, and it's bolo, and then white dangles. Because I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there, so I'm just gonna say $1 on that one. And then this one's stretch orange. That's gonna be $1. We'll put all the bracelets over to the side, see what, or bangles over to the side, see what needs to be blotted up. Ooh, what's this? I don't know what it is. I just love red necklaces. This says Avon. And I say this all the time. Avon has a following. This gold tone lobster clasp. And this bicone red beads. And it's in a Y. Very pretty. It is 18 inches and then additional 1.25 inches. And I'm going to say let's do $7. Oh, we have a pretty cross. Great design on a nice chain. Thumb clasp. It is magnetic. It is 20 inches, and I'm gonna say let's do $6. This is a French rope chain. Oh, look at that, a thumbless clasp. So this is from the 1920s. Love that. Let's go in tighter. A lot of people think when they find these that they're broken. These are not broken. These are pre-thumb. Let's see. Let's find one. Okay, so this is a thumb clasp. This is after the 1930s, okay? This is probably 1970s with that big thumb there, okay? But this was a precursor from probably to 1910s to 1920s, and you pulled it back with this little notch here. So when you find these, don't think they're broken. They're valuable. They're not that easy, but they're valuable. So we have a 1920s French rope chain here. It is 16 inches. It is not magnetic. Let me see if it's marked. It is not. I think it's got copper in it, but the clasp still has a different color to it. So I'm going to use the 9-karat gold and just check it. Why not? I think it's starting to fade. So, still I'm going to put it in my collection of vintage chains. So, nice though. Definitely a learning item. So, yay. All right, we have a chain here that says, it has the razor tag. I love razor tags. This one says 925 Italy on the razor tag, and it's a thumb clasp. And 925 on the thumb clasp. It's a small curb chain. And we did have somebody, and I think I said this the other day, we had one of our subscribers say, which I always say, I don't always do, but test the clasp and the chain, because sometimes they can be changed. And both are blue. Yay, more sterling. It's those small pieces we gotta love. This is, as I said, a small curb chain. It is 18 inches. Let's do $26. Okay, this has a tag that says, very small, it says, copyright and trademark Warner Brothers EI period parentheses S18 in parentheses. Okay, so this is obviously from a movie, and I don't know what movie. Obviously, I'm not reading enough movies. Watching enough movies. Let's see if I can make it out from this. To the Dark Lord, I know I will be dead long before you read this, but I want you to know. Maybe this is, because it's a S, so maybe this is Harry Potter too? Okay. I'm thinking it's Harry Potter, but I'll ask my niece about it, and I will put more information on the screen. Cool. Check this one out. I'll put this over to the side. Look at that. Cool. All right, this one, a huge thumb class. This is definitely from the 70s. Black seed bead. It is 16.5 inches. And no marks. I'm going to say just $2. We're getting down to absolutely the end. And we have not a lot of earrings in this, just a few. We have a really pretty enamel pen that says 925S, and I think that might be a Denmark mark. So I'm gonna have to research this one. Isn't that gorgeous? There's our mark. Let's see. Let me show you. I think this is a Denmark sign. And generally when you see, not always, okay, but when you see 925S, a lot of times that's going to be Denmark. And this is an S-class, beautiful condition. So I'll put more information on the screen. We have a mirrored, no missing mirrors, little interesting bracelet. It is a size 7.25. My eyesight is off today. I think everything's little. And that's gonna be, let's do $4. Oops. We have this hand-carved face. That's cool. It's wood. It is hand-carved. It is a size 8. I love that. And I'm gonna say let's do $12 for the hand-carved wood bangle. And look at this. It's signed right here. This looks bone. And this is definitely gemstones. Those are gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to put this in our gemstones to test next. Let's do our bangles first before we do our other pieces. This one is just, I'm gonna, I don't think this is, but I'm gonna put this, let me look a little closer. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a type of acrylic. It is a size 7 1/4. A beautiful old, I'm going to say let's do $6. Beautiful. Love that teal blue. Okay, we have this and this. Okay. Are these the same? No, I'm going to do these separate. Okay. This one looks like elephants. These are enamel. This is a size 7 1/4. And this one I'm going to do, it's red and green and gold tone. This one I'm going to do $7. This is enamel and gold tone, yellow and green. This is stunning. I'm gonna do, oh, let's give you a size. This one is 7 1/2. I'm gonna do $7 on this one. Now we have two cloisonne. We have green and black. Both of them have green on them. They have the same type of flower. These are 7 3/4. I'm going to sell them together for $15 for the two. I have these really cool these are like sparkly and painted, really neat bracelets. There is 5 of them. They are 7 inches. And I'm going to do all 5 for $5. And then I have 3 gold tone textured. All magnetic. These are 7 1/4. And I'm gonna say, let's do, and as everything falls, let's do $2 for the 3 textured. And then this one's plastic, $1. And this one's twisted and gold tone. This is 7 1/2, and it's blue, and that's $1. I never found the other half of this shell, so that's $1. These were our loose pieces. This is the piece of the rosary. That's $1. We did have these cutie like seeds that have hands and faces and Santa. Those are $2. Okay, I'm starting up the next day, so finishing up. These are really sweet, however, they're just costume, gold tone, shells with little coins. So these are just gonna be $2, and it's storming outside. I apologize, it's kind of loud. These are adorable, and they're Mickey, and they are signed. They say Walt Disney Production Taiwan, and they are enamel, and they are mini. So sweet. I love mini, and they're dangles. And those I'm gonna, why aren't they? There we go. Let's do $8 on the minis. These are sweet. These are signed. Mexico Aaliyah. They are not sterling silver, but they are very nice. They are enamel and abalone. So on these, I'm going to do $6. Back to this. I do have all the pieces, and it's supposed to go like, this is the Hanzo with the evil eye, and the gold tone, and let's go out so you can see it, and the lobster clasp, and then it's supposed to hook to this part here, okay, and then this part with a little veil or a little jump ring is supposed to hook to like right there, and this with this little jump ring hooks to, let's get this right size wise, supposed to hook right there, and this is supposed to hang down like so, with the little evil eye and the little evil eyes here. This is sold on Shein. Okay, so this is just going to be $1, and you can fix it yourself. All right, these are gold tone. I believe these are going to be, somebody put these together, and they don't match. These are gold tone. These are silver tone, but these are like metallic faceted, but these are really cool and very heavy, so these would be cool to put on silver tone wires or sterling wires, and these are going to be $1. Now these are really pretty. They're not signed, but they are enamel, like a why is this not, there we go. It needs to be wiped down. Looks like it has some hairspray on it. But these are swirls in enamel. And these I'm going to do $3. Now these are all our singles. We didn't have a lot in here. We just had that one and that one, this one. And surprisingly enough, they're all, this one's really nice. They're all pierced. So all those are singles. So those are available in a bag. Okay, let's go out. And what I'm going to do is, oh, let me show you this one still. I definitely, this is Danish. It's 925, definitely. It is roses and lavender. It is in lovely condition. And I am not 100% who the designer is. It is Swedish, Denmark. If you know, let me know. 925S. Love. I would not mind putting this in my collection, but I'm going to sell this for, or make this available to you for $50. I did see this available online for $80 and $100, but I'll make it available for $50 to subscribers. Stunning, excellent condition, absolutely no deterioration of the enamel, and perfect condition. Now we have the pieces that I said that we would, why are we having such issues with the screen? So, okay, so this is the pieces that I said we were going to test with the gem tester. So these are all glass, okay, not stones at all. So this I'm just going to make available for $2. Now we have these. These are beautiful. These are 8 inches, and let's test these. I'm going to assume these are going to be some type of jasper. They're beautiful. Yeah, they're going to be a jasper. Look at that. Again, problems with focusing. Maybe because it's so dark and we've got the light right on it. is why they're not focusing very well. But they would make a beautiful bracelet. As I said, it is 8 inches of beads. Right now it is just on the string. And on these, I'm going to do for $7. Now, this one is, let's go out. This is a rose quartz. Yeah, it does go up to the jadeite, but just looking at this, I think it's rose quartz. I'm not great on quartz versus jadeite, but I'm gonna say, oh, I did want to test this because sometimes people will grab just an earring in their collection and twirl it up and make it into a bail. But let's see if it's gold or brass. We'll start with the 14. And that ate it right away. This is the 10. That's holding for the moment. But we're starting to see some fading. So it's not gold. But it's always good to check. Okay, so on the rose quartz, rose carved pendant, and it's just a silver tone Rolo chain that's a lobster clasp. It is 16 inches with an extension. I'm gonna say let's do $12. Okay, I started the video again because it just was acting odd. Okay, this piece is beautiful. It has this bone clasp, okay, handmade. It has a signature right here, but I can't make it out. Very artisan made. Then we have I'm gonna say amethyst and jasper, agates, banded agate. I do have the presidium on for us to do some testing. Definitely amethyst. Gorgeous chunk of carnelian. More carnelian. Jasper. More jasper. A banded piece. Look at these. These are like a bluish gray color. Look at that. Spotted carnelian, I'm gonna guess. These are like a spotted agate. These are just gorgeous. I mean, all of them are just beautiful gemstones, semi gemstones. And on this piece, it is, let me give you a length. I'm going to give us a full spread out. Tip to tip is 23.5 inches. And it is a sizable weight. Let me weigh it for you. If I can get it all on there. It's about 162 grams. Isn't that amazing? Love. So on this piece, I'm going to say, let's do let's do $60. Gorgeous carnelian. Love, love, love. And the last piece we have is this one. This one is another one. This one I actually found online for 80 something dollars. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was on Etsy, and it was called it was $85. Stunning agate dark reddish brown jasper multi-strand necklace with cloisonne bead closure. And here we have the bead closure as we showed you earlier. But these are, look at that. I love these. And they had it twisted. Here is the necklace on Etsy for $85. It is beautiful the way they're showing it with the twist. So I wanted to definitely show you that they have it from the 70s with the cloisonne beads. It is beautiful. And they're showing it as a choker. Beautiful, beautiful, with quite a few twists in it. I just want to show you that it is gorgeous. So lovely. Okay, I'm going to give you a untwisted tip to tip. Is 19 inches, okay? And these are cloisonne. Let's give you what they are. Agate, possibly, I'm gonna say a spinel or a jasper. Beautiful. And a jasper. Look at these colors in here. Love these. And I'm gonna offer this one for $45, and you can twist this and just make it so spectacular. And they are saying that this was from the 70s. It makes sense with the cloisonne being so popular in the 70s. So I'm gonna offer this for $50 also. So love, love, love. So with all of these, oh, the one thing I did want to say is I did find this, and it is from Harry Potter also, and they're all over the place. I'm going to offer this one for $18, and it does open, and it is a locket, and some of them are crazy expensive. This one looks to be from 2018. But let me know what you thought. I didn't think this was a bad box. I am really glad that Goodwill gave us this box in replacement of the box that had been torn open. Thank you to Goodwill. I know so many people have a lot of bad things to say about them, but you know, we find treasures all the time, and these are definitely good treasure hunting boxes. Don't forget to put Lux in a sentence in the comments for the giveaway. We thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with us, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.